Welcome to the Walaway, guys. This is Imran Nanlawala. I'm here with my co-host, Coach D of D Train Express. Firstly, we hope you guys are all doing well. We wanted to give you guys a quick episode on the latest NBA trades and acquisitions. And Coach D, what are some of the trades that stood out to you?
Victor Oladipo to me was the biggest one because now, even though Miami Heat was a contender, now with Victor Oladipo and Jimmy Buckets together, that's going to be something else. Because now, sometimes I remember when I was with Philly, we used to have him bring up the ball sometimes. Now he don't have to do that anymore as much. Now Victor Oladipo can bring up the ball and score. So now whatever team they're playing against have to have a strong defensive guard for Victor Oladipo.
And they didn't give up much to get him.
No, Avery Bradley, and a couple of draft picks. So I think that was a steal. And I think now that puts Miami back up in the upper echelon of being a contender.
So they have now Jimmy Buckets. They got Victor, two guys who are
Bam.
They got Bam. They still have Dragic.
And they got Duncan Robinson.
They got Duncan Robinson. They got guys who can score the ball. They got two guys now they got three in Goran, in Jimmy Buckets, and Victor, who can all handle the ball, who can all score.
Yep.
So now maybe even in terms of other teams double teaming, it might become a little bit risky with Victor being added to the team. And then there have been rumors from the Spurs side for a while that if LaMarcus Aldridge gets bought out, one of his potential destinations, a team that has interest in him, is the Miami Heat.
Wow.
So what do you think a 36-year-old LaMarcus Aldridge can offer the Miami Heat?
Well, I think you have that's perfect for them because Bam will be inside, and LaMarcus will bring their big out. So now you got Bam just roaming around the paint. That's going to be, and Victor Oladipo and Jimmy Buckets out there. So I think that'll be a good fit for them.
What do you think about now? Now, in terms of their competition, let's imagine they can make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Well, you got to worry about Philly, but I would say, in my opinion, the favorites to win it from the East are the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
So how would this Miami Heat team that we just described match up against Kyrie, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Blake Griffin?
That's going to be hard because Jimmy Butler's going to have his hands full with KD alone. And Victor Oladipo is probably going to have to try to deal with Kyrie, but who do you have for Harden? I mean, all right. So Oladipo goes to Harden. Who's going to pick up Kyrie?
But what about now Brooklyn having to D up these guys? How about James Harden and Kyrie having to pick up two of those guys? And Blake Griffin.
I think that from a defense, the Brooklyn Nets did step up their defense because they were last in defense. I think it'll be a nice series, but from a defensive standpoint, I think that the Nets collectively. See, the Nets have to play defense collectively. They're not really that good one-on-one defenders. So, push them into the paint for DeAndre Jordan to block those shots. Because he's a big shot blocker. So I think collectively, if they do it right, they can really stop them. One-on-one, they're not really good defenders one-on-one. And they knew that going in. It's just that with Jimmy Buckets, I mean, Kevin Durant can guard Jimmy Buckets. And when it's time to play defense, Kevin Durant will play some D.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's the one guy that I'm not too
he will play some
about.
D.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant will play defense when he has to.
But even DeAndre Jordan, I don't know how much he's actually in the rotation these days. I don't know if he's really getting big minutes like he used to, and if he still has that same intimidating presence or not.
Well, they have to deal with somebody. Somebody has to deal with Bam. Oh, do you figure Blake Griffin could deal with Bam?
Yeah, but then if they also pick up LaMarcus. Right now, if they got LaMarcus and Bam running at the 4 and the 5.
That's going to be tough.
Yeah, then you have to almost use DeAndre Jordan.
You have to. You have to use it because he has to, clog up the paint and grab some rebounds. Because Bam is a monster on the boards. He's a monster on the boards. And so DeAndre Jordan has to be active. If he's not active, it's not going to work.
Anything in the West that stuck out or resonated with you? Anything major that you saw?
I mean, the Mavericks, while we're in Dallas here, they picked up J.J. Redick. So now they have the shooting that they needed. So now you have Anthony Hardaway Jr. and J.J. Redick now. And Luka making some moves. And let's see. Just in a nice setting, J.J. Redick can light it up.
What about our Clippers?
I was a little surprised about, but now I'm thinking about it. That might have brought the Clippers over the top.
Rondo?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was one of their targets before he signed with the. Didn't he just sign with the Hawks?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he actually was a target of the Clippers during the offseason, but then the Hawks offered him much more money.
Yeah.
But I think that's exactly what they needed.
Now watch Paul George's game now that Rondo's on the team. Watch. It's going to be totally different.
You're going to have to sign up for the league pass, man, for the rest of the
Yeah,
season.
because that's going to, Rondo, he knows, and and it's not like he's never played with superstars before. So he knows how to bring the best out of superstars, and he knows how to put superstars in a better position to become better players. And that's everywhere Rondo went, he did. So that's going to be, that was a smart move. I mean, Lou Williams, he was, it's a great six-man, someone off the bench, scorer.
More of a scorer.
But you need a facilitator. And Patrick Beverley's not so much a facilitator, not like Rondo, but Patrick Beverley, you need that defensive presence, you need that oomph and to jump in your face type of person, but that's not going to win you championships.
I agree. I think
that's not going to win you championships. So I kind of thought about it a little bit from a personal standpoint with Lou Williams and the Clippers, but this is a business, and they're trying to win a championship. And because of the debacle of last year, they cannot allow that to happen again. They just can't.
Looks very bad.
Looks very bad. They just can't, So Denver received Aaron Gordon. I mean, that's all right. I mean,
I think that's nice for them.
That's nice for them, but they still need. Denver's like a player away. They don't have it yet. They don't have enough yet. I don't think Denver.
Even with Joker.
Joker, they need one more. They need more. Victor Oladipo might have went well with Denver because that would have complemented Jamal Murray's game. But I think they're a player away. But one thing I like about Denver, and I give it to the coach, Denver's always going to be in every game because they play hard every game. The Nuggets play hard, and I attest that to the coach. Mike Malone's a great coach, and he gets the best out of what he has. You see what he did last year with he was down 3-1 in 2 series. He came back both series. That's coaching. That's coaching.
So guys, that was a quick recap of some of the trades. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe, and please forward to your friends and family. We'll see y'all next time.